Sorry, do you mind moving over a little bit? We have to squeeze in three chairs over here for our three creators. We're all good friends at this point.
Yeah. We're all very close. We're doing Thanksgiving together, actually.
Yeah.
I have someone knows how to cook because
I'm so happy I didn't wear my inflatable cardigan.
Right, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Your cardigan is very beautiful too.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you? That's the big table. Hey, guys. Welcome. We're plugging our iPhones right here.
Yeah. Me.
Charge it.
Why such a big table? You guys like a special group?
No, we just wanted to put us like
You're the
we
rejects.
are.
Like,
Yeah.
They just sat us.
Yeah.
We have the biggest personalities. So they wanted to put us together.
Uh-huh.
They wanted you to have a grand finale. So
Okay.
you're welcome.
Good.
I love, she just got holding that mic like just a rock star.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah, right.
Matches the
She's
outfit.
been a blessing.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
It's all you again.
Mayhem?
Yeah.
All right. So in the coming season, you're adding the outrageous O'Connor.
Yes.
What brought you? Because he is not your typically favorite character.
What are you talking about?
I grew up loving that episode, but you know he's not somebody you'd think of. So what made you decide to bring him on?
I think we had a laugh about that episode, Outrageous Arcana, in the writer's room. And we loved that he was kind of like this like 2-bit Han Solo. And we just thought, like, can we? And then when we found out we could get him, we're like, let's do it.
Yeah. He's colorful.
And, yeah, Billy Campbell was great too. I
we
remember
love Billy.
the first artist renditions that we did of him were more tasteful. And he's like, no, he should really let him go.
O'Connor
Like,
should have been on a lot
give
of
him an eye
adventures
patch.
since we've last seen him. You should have an eye patch. Give him a little belly. And I'm like, yes.
And then that ripple to like when he was on Lower Decks, we're like, gotta get an eye patch on him.
Yeah.
We gotta keep this canon.
Yeah.
But still rocking the same outfit.
Exactly. Yeah, he's still wearing yeah.
That came across too that he felt like a Han Solo to me when I was watching the first episode.
The poor Han Solo.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. He's actually, when we were recording Billy, he loved bringing the character back because he looks back and he's like, I didn't do a very good job, And I think like the script was going through changes or something, and so he's like, I love what you guys are doing. Like he gave him a second chance.
That's great.
Yeah. It's good.
Cool. Thank you. Are we going this way now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so what do you think it is about Star Trek that has allowed it to endure for decades?
I think it opens your imagination to in an adult way. Like it's people have grown up with Star Wars, and with Star Trek, there's something a little bit more cerebral about it. A little bit of wishful thinking of where we could go as humanity carries on. I think it's very it's powerful.
I love the wish fulfillment of Star Trek, and I love
it's a bit Jetsons.
You never know what you're going to get in every episode, right? So while we do keep a serialized story, we're always trying to push ourselves with like, all right, you got a Borg episode, like your haunted house episode, right? Well, then we'll do a comedic one, right? Like all the world's a stage, and so we're always trying to keep you surprised with what comes next.
Yeah, I think it also has so many different faces. Trek as an IP, as a universe, that it's just endless. It's not it's not the story of many. It's the story of many, not the story of one. It really is that. It's just so with every iteration, with every new crew, with every new, it has that really colorful, very diverse, just hopeful, set of experiences. So that keeps it always in some ways relevant to the time.
I remember we were talking about the artists and like, this isn't a dig at Star Wars, but Star Wars is the same aesthetic throughout. And I guess they're changing, some things here and there, but Star Trek has always been, you never know, like it's a new planet, brand new rules, and so it really is an open playground, so anything can happen.
speaking of this playground, there's all this Star Trek history. It's this massive franchise, 800 some episodes, so many characters. Is there like a vault somewhere that you guys can pick characters out of that you're told to, you can work with? What's the process for, finding out who can come back and using characters?
We do we would do these calls with the other showrunners, and everyone would kind of pitch, here's what we're doing with season 2 or whatever, and hope that no one else is picking the same actors,
yeah, we all play nice. Like if someone wants to use, like again with Okana and Lower Deck, for like the more Okana the better. So.
yeah. But there are we've got some fun surprise characters coming out. In the back 10 episodes and in season 2 especially. So we've been talking very closely with other shows to make sure it all works.
Yeah, we can say 2 new legacy characters in season 2. Not counting Chakotay. 3. Yeah, well.
Anyways,
no, but
our kids are getting closer to the Federation, right? So there's going to be, and we want to be in the same world. I don't want our show to be the little kids show that's like on a totally different plane of existence, right?
It goes the same with species, I think, right? Because we have Klingon, Romulans, Borgs, and it's about how much of that, how much coverage and how much you want between all the different shows, not to have too much of one good thing. So there's definitely, a lot of conversation between the shows to make sure that.
Starting the show with a group of kids who are unaware of the Federation, but then become aware of it in Starfleet, and how important it is to understand that there is a political world that does vastly affect you. How does that propel your writing towards this generation for learning about the world around them?
I think, in today's time, like, there's a lot of stuff that feels like it's falling apart, and I think we need Starfleet more than anything right now. So, we want to make sure that kids today can dream about, we can get our stuff together, hopefully, down the line. And, so that's what empowers us, I think, wanting to tell those stories.
I'm going to break the flow a little bit. Can you guys each say your name so that when I'm transcribing, I can identify voices?
I am Kevin Hageman.
Ben Hibon.
Dan Hageman.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah.
So at San Diego, they announced the crossover between Lower Decks and Strange New World. Strange Worlds, yeah. Do you guys see potential for Prodigy to cross over?
You guys just love, you want the crossover. Oh my gosh. I know, I'm constantly looking at Brett, and Ella as Gwen, and they could easily play their parts in real life, if they wanted. I would love that. We don't have anything officially planned yet.
I don't know if Riley could wear the rock.
Riley would be a little difficult in a giant rock. Yeah. We'd love that. We haven't done that yet. I think, this is season 1 and we're doing a season 2. We're still in that place where, like Lower Decks.
There's season 3, yeah.
But Lower Decks is like, it's for the adult fans. They're instantly going into the Easter eggs, and we're wanting to do the greatest hits right now, right? And so it was fun to do the Kobayashi episode last year, and I do love those episodes that. What was the episode, the famous one with DS9?
Trouble.
What's it called? More Trouble.
Trials and Tribulations.
Trials and Tribulations.
Brilliant, right? Like I love, seeing clever crossovers too, but hopefully more.
With creating shows that are for a younger audience, how do you stay cognizant of teaching lessons without feeling like you're looking down upon kids and trying to dumb things down?
Well, we're trying to teach and remind ourselves the same lessons, right?
Yeah, and I think the best way to learn lessons is through failure, and I think that's what makes it difficult for these kids. Is they're not great. They have not gone through Starfleet. They have a lot to learn, and that's okay. And they have Admiral or Hologram Janeway there to
But it'll be beautiful. Like I know you guys haven't seen the last 5 episodes, but to see them start forming and being a real crew and calling things out how they should and stuff. And you're like, these kids are starting to get it.
like with Trek movies. So, question about, it's 40 episodes ahead now. When you started it, did you have that kind of longevity in sight? Because now I would think that one of the challenges of the storytelling is going to be having to show growth and development of these kids essentially as they grow up into adults. How's that gonna? Is that something new that you've had to develop with the new
Our
change?
hope is the show goes on forever. I would love it to keep going. We've told like Riley, we're not going to replace you. I don't want Rock to stay the same age season after season. Like if her voice changes, we're going to continue to have her grow up. And I want these characters to become young adults and actual become someday adult crew members. That'd be amazing.
If Brett's voice drops, he's out.
Yeah.
I just love listening to her voice.
This is actually from one of my writers. Was wondering what kind of merch would you guys like to see from Star Trek Prodigy?
Oh, the Protostar ship.
Protostar ship.
Yeah, and we've seen it, and it's lived up to our expectations.
Oh, excellent.
It went above our expectations.
It went above our expectations.
Yeah.
And
Ben's like helping give notes on he loves toys, right?
I do like toys, and we'll have more than one vehicle as well. So
Great.
that's the way it is, right?
That's right.
It's really great. Yeah. The action
and it was a
figures
good
are
price
great.
point too. I remember going.
Yeah, so no, it's that's really exciting. I mean, seeing being this blank page and starting inventing designs and all working together towards this one look and feel, and so
Figures
it
are
becomes
beautiful.
a tangible thing.
The figures are really beautiful.
My hope is just that the show, we're still so early, 10 episodes out. We don't even have a full season out. My hope is we're going to get more kids. I really hope. I'm reading on Twitter and stuff. Adult fans loving it. Young kids aren't on Twitter, so it's hard to say. But I really hope we hit more kids so that we can have more toys. We will be having our action figures, but I loved when I grew up, I had the Star Wars action figures, and when a new movie, there'd be 30 different action figures, even the smallest characters, and so I would.
But we could say even on Ninjago, when we worked on Ninjago, even now there's people who are just starting to watch Ninjago, and they're loving it. And that's been a show that's been in 15 seasons now. So it's amazing to, have kids grow up and then another set of kids come in. So we're hoping that.
I would love that. That would be my wish to be able to I know we're going to have our main cast or characters as action figures, but I would love to see a lot of our smaller Nokana action figures.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Okay, yeah. Both of the current animated treks have returned to the classic next-gen era Klingon design. Was that something the studio decided, or did you guys decide that? Because I know live action, they've sort of avoided the Klingons altogether for 2 years.
No, I think the way we've been kind of looking at the Prodigy style is really kind of embrace what was there, and rather than completely reinventing, just to stylizing it to fit within that visual reality, right? And because these designs are great, they're really awesome, and they've been created a certain way for a reason, and they're very recognizable to the fans, and they mean something. So for us to just start shaking that part is that's not the intention of Prodigy.
And we're introducing people, right, to Star Trek for the first time. And so I was calling these episodes were the greatest hits. And I want to sell it to Klingon. I want to sick looking Klingon.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Making something I can watch with my 6-year-old. So, he's a